trading toy on a Skeletor bones.
But I am so freaking excited. We literally spent the last 2 hours geeking out, talking about video games, talking about our love for toys and passion. It is a blast and a half. But as you can see, what the? What is this? Hey guys, Justice Curry here. I have a wonderful episode for you guys. This is impromptu, crazy. You're going in the thick of it at a toy hunt with yours truly, Justice Curry. So one of my friends reached out to me yesterday and said, hey, I got a friend of a friend. His name's Ryan. He's looking to sell his collection. Do you want to buy? And I said, you know me, I always want to buy collections. So I got in touch with Ryan yesterday and then this morning, and I drove like 8 hours to his house. I'm at his house. He told me it's cool that I'm videotaping this. We'll see if he's still cool that I'm videotaping it when I shove this camera in his face. All right. Wish me luck. I kind of have an idea. I just saw some of the toys in totes. I'm not exactly sure what it... Hey, how are ya?
Right on time.
Justice Ryan,
Yep,
thanks for inviting me in, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you're right on time going in.
All right. I just figured I'd want to show the people at home from the get-go and start at the beginning instead of just going right to the toys and going, oh, this is what I'm going to buy. No, I want to see your collection because I heard you had a pretty epic Nintendo collection. Is that?
I try not to brag, but since you brought it up, yes, absolutely.
And when I was walking in, my eyes caught this. You actually have video game Mario Brothers tennis shoes.
I wanted the ones that had the logo of the NES. They were sold out, though. And no, I'm not kidding. That's how popular they were.
Can I buy these? Are these for sale? What size shoe? I'm 10.
Ooh, see, actually, you are. Those would fit you. So
Awesome.
We can talk about that.
We'll talk about it after. I may leave these shoes here and just leave with those. So cool, awesome. We got some sports memorabilia
And I'm
here.
in this season, too, because it's October. And
Yes. Oh, I love it. Count Chocula's my wife. Oh, come on, Ryan. This is freaking awesome. I love seeing how other collectors display their stuff. Like when people go into my room, it's hoarder central. The walls are moving in on themselves because I have too many toys. But you have this like an art museum.
I never understood keeping things shelved up if the whole idea is to show people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's my way of when I come in, it sort of reminds me, and it's always good to be a Nintendo and Mario fan just because of the colors alone. How can you be in this room and be depressed?
Exactly. It's like a rainbow punching into your brain.
Yeah.
And I'm in my late 30s. You're probably the similar age. So you grew up with Mario and the original Mario. But did you get a regular Nintendo when it first came out?
My parents created a monster inadvertently. We are right about the same age. What I'm thinking is I'm 36. I was born in '82.
And I'm 21.
For any Nintendo fans. Nintendo fans out there, they know that in America, the original Nintendo debuted in 1985.
Yep.
And I got mine, I believe, around like 86, maybe 87. I don't remember the exact year, but I was, around that age, and I had really bad hand-eye coordination.
Okay.
And it turns out I had lazy eye, but they didn't know that at the time. But then it was too late. It was all the races. They got my Nintendo. And some of my favorite games when I first had them, obviously, is Mario, but that goes without saying.
Of course.
I was a huge Popeye fan.
Popeye?
Yeah.
Really? I have a buddy, Casey, that owns the prop shop in Port Huron that's a ginormous Popeye fan.
And that was the original license they wanted to use, Shigeru Miyamoto wanted to use for the original game, but they didn't have that was complicated. But no, they ended up porting it to the NES, and I played that like crazy, probably as much as all the other ones.
I am like a squirrel. I have a million questions running through my head like, what's this?
I don't know where to start.
And let's just start
Absolutely.
at the Batman. So
that's sort of here.
The Michael Keaton Batman. I remember seeing this series. Is it okay? I'm just touching it without even asking. I come into your home, shoving a video camera in your face, and I'm like, I'm just gonna touch everything.
Well, I'll let you know if you'll know if there's a problem because well, you'll know. No.
Okay, yeah.
No, there's no problem.
When I
Go
get
for it.
punched in my eye.
No, you. Something tells me that you'd be able to defend yourself. Also.
I know karate.
Yeah.
Oh man,
No,
this
no.
is killer, dude. I love it. Were you a big fan of the Batman animated series? What was
Oh,
that
I
in the
think we
90s?
both know the answer to that question.
Oh gosh, I love that.
That was the first show. Oh, go ahead.
What is this?
That is a well, I don't want to say prop, but that was created for a themed wedding for my buddies.
how-
It was a Zelda themed wedding. I was in it, and that
Yes.
was a centerpiece for the tables, and I got to keep one.
You gotta put me in touch with who made that.
Yeah,
That is neat.
Yeah. Ooh, I can't remember exactly what it was. Maybe he'll know.
Yes.
Yeah, but he let me keep one.
Sorry, I interrupted your Batman story,
That's
so I'm like,
Oh, well, I can understand. No, the Batman the animated series.
Yes.
The reason that is so beloved for fans, especially the age we grew up in this, that is the first show I believe that was animated, but it was not a cartoon. It was a drama that was animated.
and it had a lot
That's
of adult themes. Like it
Very.
made you go, I'm not watching a cartoon anymore. It felt like you were watching, something
drama.
beyond
It
your
was a drama.
age range.
And it treated us as adults.
Yes.
And we didn't know how. All we knew was it was awesome because cartoons at the time were Bugs Bunny, Garfield, G.I. Joe, which is good. It's fine. It's just that there was nothing like that.
Oh man.
No, those are the
NECAs, huh?
Yep, the NECA's video game theme. I have actually all the rest of them down here. Just don't prove that.
Quick, what's the code to Contra?
Oh, come on, up, down, up, right, BA start. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh, you got the other
That's
NECAs.
the code.
Yes.
Now, let's see. Oh, the reason I got the two Friday the 13th is one of them's like a reissue.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, the voice or the box, the music box doesn't work anymore.
The
Let
battery
me see
died.
the other one. Yeah, probably. Yeah, let's see if this one works. That's the original NES music.
Holy shnikes. That is sweet, dude.
You and your friends are dead.
Game over.
That is the angry video game nerd said it best. That is the meanest thing you could say to a kid in a Nintendo game. And
Yes.
now it's become like a meme. So yeah.
Oh, that's
It did not cut through all the
hilarious.
BS. It just said
You
you're dead.
and your friends are dead.
Game over. Yep, this is a good one too. This is a very, very good but hard game. Everybody knows this one.
Yeah.
Very difficult. Yeah.
I don't know if I dig some of the color coordinations, but this one doesn't look right to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. Well, he was purple in the game. That's
Yeah,
the
I
color
know.
code. It's kind of hard when you're doing a figure based off of a 8-bit pixelated. It's kind of hard to do. So
It is.
It's more the packaging and everything that's really cool.
Of course.
And of course.
Have you opened any of these?
No, I couldn't. Most, when the package is actually made as part of the product, it sort of defeats the purpose, I think. See, these are made for
Adult
display.
collectors.
Yeah, adult collectors.
Display. That's why they put this little thing in. Whoa!
So it's
That's rad, man.
yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people do open them up. It's just that you can tell that these are actually made not to just open up and throw away.
That's a good point, man. I never thought about that.
Yeah. So these in particular, no, I couldn't open them up. It's almost like I'd be breaking them.
I don't blame you. Let's continue the tour over here. I have some of these. What is that called? Bead art or someone made a aquatic Mario for me. I love it.
I didn't make that. I'm not artsy enough to do that. Someone gave it to me, so
That's cool. Oh.
I'm half tempted to open some of those energy drinks.
Let's do one right now. Let's just open it and then be violently ill for the rest
and
of the
I
day.
don't think either of us are going to work tomorrow.
No.
Sorry, I can't come in tomorrow. Yesterday, I drank a Donkey Kong Jungle Juice energy drink.
Yes.
That was from
that expired.
That expired 10 years ago. So
This is cool. I have 2 of these in my own collection. It's one of my favorite things.
one of the greatest moments in video game history is Super Metroid when Samus gets rescued. by
Yes. Yes.
That was heavy.
It was, man. And then you get that laser gun that has again, I'm using the same term, rainbow, but you're like shooting out the energy rainbow.
It was like because we played around the same age, right?
Yeah.
And you just felt that I'm gonna get you so bad for what you did to
Look
my
at
kid.
my hair standing up right now. These are.
And the
I can't
music's in
fake
the
that.
background, and you're like, dun, dun, dun. Now it's like, oh, you're gonna die.
This is vintage, huh?
That's one of my few vintage ones.
And you got the eye. The eye's always missing.
No, I mean, well, how could it not? The thing's always rolling and
Right.
Yeah,
Breaking.
it's like a thermos with
Yeah, the lunch boxes are always gone. The thermoses.
That was given to me a while back because I never was able to get one as a kid. The Spectrum, that is.
Yep.
My mother felt bad about it the longest time. I don't know why, but she made it up to me.
Yeah.
About 20 years too late.
Well, this is a great video game collection. I really dig it. Now, this is stuff you're personally keeping. None of this is for sale.
Yeah, there's probably a few things here that I'm thinking about just saying to heck with it. And for instance, as cool as this is, I don't really think I want to really quote unquote deal with it anymore.
Both as a set?
Probably. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't tell my mom.
I will not tell your mom.
Not because she got it for me, but she wanted me to buy it. It was like 5-7 years ago. She goes, Ryan, you need to splurge more and buy things for yourself, which is kind of funny considering what I do. But and I bought it at like a mall, and it's cool. It's just that it's kind of. I'm
going to be having battles. I really. We'll do the negotiation off camera.
Yeah.
And
we can talk about that.
Perfect. So let's see the goods, man. Is it all on display or is it packaged up in boxes?
Yeah, because of what we discussed before about you were mainly interested. I mean, not that this wasn't interesting, right, Sue? But you wanted to get a stash.
Yes.
For yourself. And I have all that is upstairs.
All right.
And it's all unboxed. And, they're still in the boxes mostly, but it's all here for display upstairs. So let's do it.
Wonderful. Cool, man. Again, thank you so much for inviting us into your home.
You have a baseball guy too. So.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to keep some normal hobbies, or otherwise people might think you're weird.
What? I don't care what people think anymore.
It's really. I actually tell people this, and I'm being serious. I'm like, you see this, and it's like, okay, this guy's the stereotypical toy or wrestling.
But you're not in your parents' basement, so you're not stereotypical.
I'm a huge UFC fan. I'm a huge sports fan.
Yes.
All stuff. I exercise all the time. So,
Oh, right.
Here is the stuff that is. It's time to let it go, so to speak.
Oh man, dude.
This is about 15 years worth of.
15 years?
Yeah.
Where's all your vintage? This is the last 15 years.
Yeah.
You don't have vintage Ninja Turtles or
no, not. I mean,
LJN?
all the stuff that those are throwbacks. People would. That's actually kind of a big market for anything really is throwbacks.
Right.
Things that are modeled after vintage things, and those are from the old Hasbro.
Oh man.
LJN wrestlers.
Rock.
Yep. And I started actually like collecting, quote unquote, probably it was around 2002, and it was the year, was it 2002, 2003? I should know this, but it was the year that the new rebooted Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show came on, on Fox, and I remember watching. I was in my dorm room, and I was at the school when I was going to college.
Yep.
And I had no idea it was even coming out. All of a sudden, boom! It came out on Saturday morning. I'm like, they remade Ninja Turtles. And then the toys came out, and I started getting some of the toys. Those are 3 of them back there.
These ones?
And I have Leo somewhere, and I can't find them. But and I got those, and those are the exact ones I got 15 years ago.
So this is what started.
You know what? Honestly,
the rabbit trail.
That's probably it. Now that you mention it, that is.
Oh man!
And
something's inside of me. I want to collect Ninja Turtles, all of them. I do.
But I bought toys and had toys as a kid. Obviously, growing up, it's just that as we all do, when you hit a certain age, you're like, okay, you get them rid of them. You don't need them anymore. You get them in a garage.
You think you have to grow up.
Yeah, and to it we do. But then once you get into that certain age where you get the nostalgic, and then it's like, okay, I want them back. So no, I actually don't have really hardly at all that's actual vintage. It's either modeled after vintage or this would probably be my oldest stuff, really, what you just picked up, and then I went from there
and then so you're into wrestling, and I'm going to be honest with you. I know Jack and Squat left the building a while ago about wrestling. So you got WW, looks like F, E, A, B, C, D.
If there was ever a number, I can't really, depending on what day it is. My number one, like you see, you're G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
And G.I. Joe and
He-Man.
He-Man, thank you. That's like your number one and number one.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to pick a
For me, it's wrestling and Nintendo. I grew up a wrestling fan since I was a kid. I was the Hulkamania days, and I watched it. I probably put That's one of my few constants in life is that even though I don't really watch anymore today, I want to.
Yep.
It's just that I can't really because the product isn't really for me. It's mostly for kids now.
Yeah.
The problem is because I can never get rid of it. Like theoretically or figuratively, I should say. I still like read about it. I still watch the videos. I still occasionally see it on TV. I can never quit it.
Yeah.
Not fully, and so this represents, like I said, the part of that 15 years where I would get the wrestling thing.
Are you a completist now? Are these?
No.
I'm guessing these are different series. Did you buy just the ones
I
that
was a fan
you
of,
wanted, or what?
Yeah. When WWE got the Mattel license in 2010.
Okay.
And they started with my favorites with the WWE Elite series because they were boxed in a way to cater to the collector.
You're right.
You look at this and you're like, there's no way I'm taking this out of the box. Look at it.
Because they even put like light source can hit the side of it, so
they knew what they were doing.
They did know what they were doing. Look at that. I mean, that's freaking amazing.
And it was a huge market, still is. And they, like I said, they catered to the wrestling fan, the figure fan, the toy fan. And so that was my favorite line. And there's a little bit. Actually, I got ahead of myself because these were the line before Mattel took. Oh no! This was the original Mattel line of Legends, and it didn't really work for them. It wasn't until they went to the WWE Elite system.
So 2000. Yep, 2010.
Yeah. Before them, they WWE had the Jakks license. Jakks had the WWE license.
Okay.
And this was the Classic Series. And if I had more money at the time when this was coming out, this was around like maybe 2003, 2004. I would have gotten so many more of these, but again, I was a broke college kid.
Right.
And so I just got what I could.
Oh, Andre.
Yep. Oh yeah. And it had the belt.
Oh, I want to keep this.
Now that's the throwback. Having the belt in there is a throwback to wrestling fans will appreciate this. Saturday night's main event match between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. Where the big controversy hit, where the evil twin referees, and I can't even go further; it would take too long. But wrestling fans know what I'm talking about. So. And
that's awesome.
Yep, the Giant sold the WWF Championship to Ted DiBiase. That is Stone Cold Steve Austin before he was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What are you talking about?
That is the ringmaster. He debuted in the WWE.
It doesn't look like Stone Cold, though.
Exactly. That was the original gimmick that they gave him when he first came into the company.
Really?
Loser gimmick.
That's interesting.
And he became literally the biggest star and biggest moneymaker.
Of course.
In wrestling history. The only person that you could argue would be on the level of that is Hulk Hogan.
All right, brother. You need to buy this pop.
It's debatable who would be like the number one all-time like moneymaker. It's very debatable which one is Hulk Hogan or Steve Austin. But
and all this is for sale?
Everything you're up here is seen. It's all for you, sir.
Even up here, over there, the Nintendo blankets.
Sorry, I'm right in the vision here. I got it all here for you.
The wall fixture. I need this. Yeah. I need this furnace over here.
It means that much to you.
I'm kind of geeking out about these. Like vintage Mad Balls were my jam. I know these aren't vintage.
Yeah, those are the throwbacks.
Okay, this is the 2016 because they've made a few different series over the years.
Well, a couple times. I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they're awesome.
Very. Those, like I said, to tell you the truth, if they were vintage ones, I'd probably keep them.
Right. I wouldn't blame you. Vintage ones were hard as a rock. These are still soft.
But these represent a time when these pretty much, when I look at these, I automatically think Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Mom, let's go to Toys R Us.
Yeah.
I want to go get some toys. Oh, Mad Balls.
What these are like wrestling Ninja Turtle crossovers.
That was like catnip for wrestling, because wrestling fans are often toy fans and vice versa.
And you're both, like, the majority of everything I'm looking at is wrestling and Ninja Turtles, and then...
Yeah, it's like putting together, like, peanut butter and cereal. I mean, both are, like, crack. You put it together, and it's like, that's not fair. I mean, you're going to turn me into a diabetic. And they just came out with, what was it, like, peanut butter pebbles or something like that.
And they put $19 because they knew there'd be a million other guys like you. Not a million, 100,000 other people like that.
They're like cigarette packets. You can put $50 on, people go get it.
Yeah, exactly. I like that analogy.
Not that I'm
They're like cigarettes.
belittling cigarette what we smoke. It's just they know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I remember when these were in the store, and I was I wanted to buy them. I didn't have a lot of money, This is when I was hardcore into 2012. I was putting my money in other things, but I love them. These things are really cool, and articulable.
Very nice to display, but again,
oh, something's catching my eye. So we're looking at the different series. These are modern. Do you have a Mutagen Man? I heard Mutagen Man was one that was like.
Right in front of you. Right there.
Where am I looking?
Boom. Right there. And he's the one with the eyes. That's
Hey!
considered a variant.
Oh, there's variants to this guy?
Yep. In fact, I think I have both of them. The one with no eyes and one with eyes.
But then after they released him, he was going for crazy money, and then they the stock caught up, I think, as far as the supply and demand, and the supply caught up to the demand. All right, so these, I love them. These are throwback because they look just similar to the original card art. Oh, card arts. They're wider though. They look wider.
They're bigger overall, wider, and.
At first glance, though, it makes you go, huh?
Oh,
what is this? Oh,
yeah. They did it really well because they deliberately made it very similar, but they didn't want to also con people either.
Yep.
So.
They put the classic collection right on the top. But what's catching my eye, Mister?
This is the real deal.
This is the vintage KB Toys, $4.99. I can't help myself because every time I post something online, and I post a mint on card, MOC, post it online for let's say $30. It has a $4.99 price tag. So what do you think people always say to me when I make a post? Okay, $30. They always say,
oh, look at the price tag.
Would you accept $4.99?
And then you have to say, you're a funny guy.
Yeah, and exactly. I have to.
Back in the day when figures, you could do the math in your head by 5. Oh, a new figure? $5.
$5. So how did this survive being mint on card?
Be completely honest with you, I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember where I got it. It is. I know for a fact it's not from my childhood.
Yep.
I know I got it later, and I cannot remember.
1990.
Yeah. I cannot
Did you go to toy shows and stuff?
Must have been that. I mean,
yeah.
I literally cannot remember how I acquired that.
That's cool.
I do know it is not from. It's not original from my childhood. Though.
Gotcha.
Because I never. The one from my childhood was open.
What the frick is wrong with Slash? Slash is one of my favorite characters. They made him with a teeny weeny head.
He took steroids, basically. They did really well with him. I thought that was a very good show.
Yeah. Oh, I never watched it. Oh shoot. So here's what are these NECA? I'm assuming.
Yes. They have they typically do the horror licenses. I was a big. And I'm still a big Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street fan in that order.
Yep.
Those are my boogeymen. People, they let people grow up like Frankenstein, Big Dracula. Those are our boogeymen.
Correct.
And huge Friday the 13th, huge Nightmare on Elm Street. I have things I'm keeping, but those are the things that I'm not. That's to this day one of my favorite movies.
I love that movie. That movie is intense. Oops. They made a character of him? Wasn't he in there only for a few seconds?
Yeah. Well, come on, it's money.
Yeah, it's money.
Malibu Stacy has a new hat.
Oh, it's Kevin.
I think Yellow Bastard is in there somewhere.
Yeah, I saw him. Oh. There's the ring. I see the Lord of the Ring in there. That's awesome. Ooh. Likenesses. Bruce Willis must have been like, "You're not using my likeness for the toy. I'm not signing off on it."
That actually would surprise me. But, oh, yes.
My brother's going to go bonkers. He is a mega Rocky guy. Oh,
I love Christmas. Rocky's huge. I love Rocky, but not to the point where I would consider it to the level of wrestling.
The following Christmas. Well, you got my 3 Christmases in a row covered right there. Ooh, some Freddy. Oh, yeah.
If I had to pick, let's say for whatever reason I couldn't do wrestling or Nintendo, Ghostbusters would probably be one I would dedicate actual time to. The problem is, like I said, you got to pick and choose.
You do, and I love Ghostbusters. And then how they got me recently with Diamond Select Toys with the Ghostbusters is they put Build-A-Figures in there, or not Build-A-Figures, like a Build-A-Diorama. So if you wanted the rooftop scene with Gozer and everything, you had to buy all of them in the whole entire series, like the cab driver And
that's how I know how they get you. So.
they got me because they make me buy all these figures that I didn't care about.
At least you know, but you like playing the game, so.
I do. Oh, Space Ghost on Adult Swim. Yeah.
I actually, it's funny. I actually loved Cartoon Planet.
Cartoon Planet.
Yeah, more than Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Oh yes, Mega Man.
Whoa.
Now we all know, right? As Mega Man fans, which one's the best Mega Man?
No, Mega Man 3 is my favorite one.
Oh really? No, that's the first time I heard that. A lot of for some reason.
Because that's what I got growing up. That was the first one I got and the only one I got.
For the consensus with Mega Man is that Mega Man 2 is like the holy grail.
I never had it. I didn't know they made a Castlevania figure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another one that'll be almost impossible for me to get rid of. Dude, you got like amazingness mixed in with super crazy cool stuff. Wow.
And
do you remember playing? Did you play this for 64?
Not for
Duke
64.
Nukem?
It was not a good game for 64.
It wasn't, but it swore in it. It was like one of the very first games that I had ever heard. I'm going,
I played
we didn't
Doom.
swear in my household. So.
Doom. I played on the 64. Again, not a good port because I grew up on 90s shooters on the computer.
So that was light years
Doom,
ahead.
Yeah, but for some reason, well, I mean, I know why. It's just the games like Duke Nukem and Doom, they were not made for like Nintendo systems.
Yep.
So.
Another one, if I buy this whole lot from you, I will never get rid of because it is frickin' I'm a convention exclusive Entertainment Earth. That is freaking cool, man.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
That was a mistake on my part, but it's too late now. So. I'll have to explain to my friend on that one.
Oh no. You're regifting a regift. Oh, nice. I had that loose. So I know there's the reason I never got into these. I'm a completist at heart. I know I'll just want to get all of them, and they're so cool looking. I mean, you got the gold statue Mario.
Those were one of the ones that were hard to say. Yeah, it was hard for me to put those in the lot because again, being a Nintendo guy and everything, and it's just one of those instances where you saw what I had downstairs.
Yeah, you got quality stuff down there.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna let go, I gotta let go.
Yeah, I get it.
Otherwise, I'll be like, well, I'll keep that because of this. Oh, I'll keep that because of this.
Well, if I keep that one, then I have to keep the bad guy to him so he has someone to fight.
So, I consider it therapeutic.
I'm so glad that you have all these Samuses.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anybody who's played Zelda 2 knows that one.
Yes.
There's a trick to beat him, though.
What's the trick?
You stand over by the wall, crouch, stab.
Really?
Completely, just repeatedly stab, go back to the end.
Kicked my butt.
And that's how you do
He
it.
was difficult.
Nobody knew it at the time.
Right.
Not YouTube or Google.
But, oh, nice. I like it.
Yep. Those were Walmart.
Were they? What year were these?
Probably like 2.
Oh, okay. And then you have a bunch of hodgepodge stuff like gummy candies, duct tape.
That I got just because I felt it's one of those things where this is like America, like on a roll, where it shows you know what, we will market and create anything in a franchise.
And we will sell it.
We will sell it.
And a testament with you holding it right now.
So I bought it just to prove a point. America, baby.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Gummies.
I think South Park had a pretty. I think that's how the whole Towley character came in.
Don't forget to bring your girl.
Yep. So it was basically a commentary on how merchandise.
Could you imagine if this was the original one?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be in this pile. It'd be like,
absolutely.
hey, I'll buy him. Okay, how much did you want again? Sold. Let's go. Wrap it up. Cut. Run.
Before he gets on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't think I've ever seen one in. I'd like to see one in person.
That would be neat to see. Wow. There's a new tree topper. Gosh, I'm so glad that you love this kind of stuff. And that'll be the issue. So if I make a deal, I buy all this from you, you're downsizing. There's too many good things that I want to keep in my collection. But that's a first world problem.
Yep, that's part of the deal that you do is that you know that when you get them, there'll be things that you can grab and say, I think I'll stick to this. So
Right.
This one's not going anywhere. So.
What are these?
Actually, you know what? I don't even remember where I got those either. That's another one that I wish I could remember.
Oh, that is very...
Toys R Us maybe GameStop. I don't know.
But how would they have packaged this in
Yeah,
there?
that's just it.
I don't see any maker's marks. Huh, that's
For all
neat.
I know, there's something in there that's worth millions of dollars.
Millions, I
guess
hope.
We'll find out. If I ever catch you on the in Maui or something.
You're right. Justice Curry coming from Hawaii. Thanks, Ryan, for those toys. I'm eating peanut.
You'll see me back and I was like, yeah, in hindsight.
Anchorman.
Yeah, that was just a random find I had. I love that movie.
Gremlins. Yes.
Yep. One of my favorite comedies, actually, is Gremlins 2.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. That movie I watched like on a loop when I was a kid. It was so goofy.
Now,
They were literally making fun of themselves at that film.
if I buy this whole collection from you, we are not adding this. Like, why did I even touch it?
Yeah.
This terrifies me, dude. Why do you have this?
Actually, I've tried to get rid of it a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh,
Anybody who knows the Chucky films might understand it. But yeah, I've tried. I could have swore I've thrown this one away a couple times, and I could have swore I've sold it a few times, and gotten rid of it and thrown it away 4 or 5 times. Maybe I'm dreaming. I don't know, but
Right,
it just
and
sort
then-
of keeps popping up. But whatever.
and then you can, make contact with my spouse, buy the collection back at half price, while she's grieving and I'm dead because your toy just murdered me. But for anybody that knows me, knows that I hate horror movies. Like, horror movies, I can't watch them. In my adulthood, I get nightmares. I just remember watching a few snippets from my childhood and my imagination would go crazy and I would think that, in the dark. Even now as an adult, I have all this job responsibility. I'm going into crazy scenarios. I'd rather do that than have to watch this movie.
Although, to be fair, the original film, it can be considered a horror film, absolutely. But to be completely honest with you, a lot of these horror franchises, there were more comedies after a while.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. One of my earliest memories is growing up, during the VHS era.
Yep.
The Blockbuster and the video stores, and renting VHS films.
Oh, yep.
And I loved the horror films.
Mm.
Loved them. And mostly, like I said, the Chuckies and the Halloweens and the Friday the 13th and everything. But yeah, I just love horror films, and that just reminds me of the VHS era.
Yep.
It really shows my age.
Well, thanks again, Ryan. Thanks for watching at home. We're going to try to complete the deal. If a handshake's made, cash is exchanged, then we'll start it back up at the end, and you can see my car. Hopefully you can fit all this. So here's hoping for a completion to our deal. Thanks again. If we don't make a deal, thanks for these memories.
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate it, and I'm actually just honored to be a part of it because now I'm famous.
Yay! For all 5 of you that are watching still, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. So you at least have 5 people to watch it.
7 because my mom and my friend.
But then your mom's going to be mad at me and you because she's going to go, I gave that
right.
to you, Ryan, 3 years ago on your birthday.
Well, Mom don't know. I heard her.
I'll block her so she can't watch this. All right, we'll be back. Hey guys, look it! I am officially Link now. I'm not a Link, I'm still Justice Curry. But he was nice enough to include this in our bargain. And yeah, so I paid a roughly $37. You were cool with that, right? $37 for this whole collection.
I already forgot.
Yeah. Dude!
What?
I told you to leave this upstairs. I do not want this in my collection. No. This goes back upstairs.
Very funny. I did leave it upstairs.
He's messing with me. This whole time he's been messing with me. But you're
been messing with me, so don't do that.
we had a great time. Look it.
Oh yes.
I wanted to show this. He added it to our deal and gave this to me as a gift. I am very, very honored to have this in my collection. It's like a Hot Wheels original Batmobile, die-cast, put together very, very nicely. It'll go nice with my DeLorean. Yeah, hop in.
I said, Simpsons fan will get that.
Yes.
Yep, that was a neat one. I forgot I had that too.
Gentleman's agreement, where I'm not going to actually tell you how much we paid, but we came to a good agreement. He knows that this is not all going in my collection. Some of it definitely will, but I mean, this stuff takes time, and a lot of times I buy from people that are going, I don't want to spend 6 months selling this all.
the consideration was fully on. You know what? You're the one having to do all this, so I make sure that you're the one that getting the deal. So,
and I appreciate that again. Probably my favorite thing that I'm leaving with, other than the sword and the shield and our new friendship, not to be too corny. Check this out, folks. Ryan, yes. He goes, try them on. I go, no. And he goes, just try them on.
I had a plan.
They fit me perfectly.
And if they did, I was like, yep, there it is.
It's like a Cinderella story where I put the glass slipper on and it fit, and he's like...
Yeah, except he put his own shoes on, I'm not doing that.
He put them on me. I'm doing. But they're beautiful. Everything has a story. I'll have these shoes for a very, very long time, and every time I look at them, I'll think of this moment. And a lot of times it's the same with toys. You remember, oh yeah, I got this for a gift, or I remember playing with this thing as a kid, or the memories associated. We're nostalgia junkies.
Yeah, we'll get our own handshake down, like with the Wonder Twins or whatever it was, or
no,
they had a ring or something, wasn't it? Or am I getting those mixed up?
I don't know.
Little research.
How about we do a ring and a handshake together?
Perfect.
We'll get that worked out. But as you can see, there is tonnage. It was spread out upstairs, but I don't know if we're going to be able to fit this in the car. I'll do one last video with it all packed in. But are you skillful at Tetris?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have to be if I was an original Nintendo fan. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the games.
Good answer.
Yeah. So, yes, I have to be, and if I'm not, I am forever ashamed.
Yes, you're not an original fan if you can't play Tetris.
So I have to be now. So this is his
quest. Challenge. This is his challenge. Let's see if we can get it all fit in. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you the Tetris maze of tightly packing it, repacking it. That sounded horrible. I'll edit that out later, probably not. But again, I need to hurry up and buy a van. But I don't want to be, a van guy. I like having the SUVs. It is jammed, packed, as you guys can see. Look at all these goodies. I got shields and wrestling figures. I mean, it's insane. Oh, I don't want to show you this part. Look at it. Is Ninja Turtles, Mad Balls, every square inch in the precious Hyrule. How do you say that? How do you say it? Hyrule?
Oh, Hyrule.
Hyrule sword. Hyrule. But it's in here. We fit it perfectly. Somehow it works. I am super happy with everything. It worked out just right, man.
And I have to say that you actually were doing most of the Tetris scenes, so I failed. I didn't even want to try. I'm terrible at it.
Well, I had a blast. Thank you again for letting me in your
absolutely.
house, being on the video with me.
Yeah.
I had a fun time, and you're more than welcome to come over to my place anytime. I know it's a long drive, but maybe you fly out.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Yeah, alrighty.
Thanks again,
pleasure's all mine, sir.
Yes.
See you soon.
All right. Well, I want to tell you some behind the scenes of what happened. So, I didn't want anyone to actually hear what was happening. But I am so freaking excited. We literally spent the last 2 hours geeking out, talking about video games, talking about our love for toys and passion. It is a blast and a half. But, as you can see... What the... What is this? Mother... Ah!